It's time of District D. That's me. It's so cold, nippy in the Northeast. We've had like a good run for the past, probably 10 days of decent weather. I'm not going to sit there and say it was like 70. It was, when it's in the 40s, it feels pretty good when you've been in the 30s and the 20s. So yeah, today it's 33. It's, I think, a high of 40, 39. So a bit nippy today. But today's going to be a very deep, gut-wrenching vlog, I think, because it's a subject I've vlogged many times, but always it's one of those ones that happens to a lot of us, and it's a very personal one. And I'm not going to say who it's for, because she knows who she is, and this is for you. And it's a hard one. It's about when you're on your journey and you don't have the support at your home that you need. Not only do you not have the support that you need, you get backlash. And I say this because I have support. I'm not going to sit there and say that I don't have support. My husband's fine. I wish he was on this journey with me. Quite honestly, he needs to be. He does. And I mean, he's supportive. He doesn't ever say mean things to me or anything, but there's people out there that have the support of someone that's just very negative. You don't need snide remarks. You don't need mumbling under your breath. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we've been on this journey a million times. I'm not going to let me, for instance, how many times I've been on a weight loss journey? Well, many times. We all want to try this. I remember I was even on the Slim Fast kick, let's try the liquid diet, That lasted even less than anything else. But, but you get the people, so there you go again. Yeah, my husband said to me when I joined, I said to him, I need to lose probably 100 pounds. And he's like, wow, you lose 100 pounds, I'll take you to Rome. Saying that because he didn't think I could lose 100 pounds. yeah, he's eating his words now. Why? Because you know what? Realistically, losing that much weight is virtually impossible. It's a lot of weight. I mean, losing, and I say this all the time, it is hard. But when you have people who claim that love you and are your partners, but always have something cruel to say. I mean, words hurt. People, there's all kinds of, and I hate to use the word abuse because it is verbal abuse, but the abuse is such a harsh word. And it's a harsh word, but that is what it is. When somebody can't say something nice to you, they have to say something mean. Of course, they're probably thinking, well, she loves me no matter what, or they know you so well that they feel they can be that cruel. And maybe they don't know it's really as cruel as it sounds. But it is. And we take those words to heart. And when you're fighting every day to stay on plan, and you have somebody that has something not so nice to say, it's unnerving, it just messes with you, and it makes you just eat. Because, you know what? We think that they're right. They're right. I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do this. This is just, I'm wasting my time. Yeah, how many times am I going to do this? Yeah, they're right. I don't know why bother, because I'm just going to keep gaining weight, getting fatter. Yeah, I'm a pig. I'm as big as a house. Yeah, you're going to eat all that. Let's see you clean it up. Yeah, and you know what? You believe it. Why? Because it's easier to believe negative than it is to believe positive. It is. Why is that? I don't know. But it is easier for us to believe bad things than it is for us to believe good things. We are capable of good things. We are capable of doing well. We are capable of losing that weight. But when you don't have anybody that's in your corner, at least shutting their mouth, like I said, you don't have to sit there and give me a comment of positivity. Just shut up. I think that's what we need to do. Just tell them, just shut up. I don't need this, mouth of yours to keep going. going to talk, it better be about something important. I think sometimes when we snap back really harshly, then they may get it. But they might not. I mean, some are just clueless. Let's face it, they're a breed on their own, you know? Why is this backed up? I'm late, as usual. Not as late as yesterday. But yeah, it's a bus. That's a whole other video. Why I hate buses. You know what annoys me most about buses? Is the fact that you're behind a bus and the bus stops to pick up the child. The child's not even on the stoop. The child is in the house. So yeah, I have to wait. Both directions have to wait while you get your little cherub's coat on. Maybe the kid could be at the door at least. All right, that's my rant. That just annoys me. Just does. But yes, I lost my mojo now because I had to go on that rant. Darn it. But yes, know your value. Know that you're worth it. And you know what? Yeah, we kind of let our weight go. Yeah, we have 100 and some pounds to lose. So be it. That's done. You know, you can't really go back and change that at this point. Only thing you can do is change the future. You can't change the past. You can change the future. And to me, the best revenge is doing it. That to me is the best revenge. Showing them that I got this. I can do this. I am better than you say I am. I am so much better than you say I am. So like I said, those words are like knives in your heart. I know. I know. I mean, they say sometimes verbal abuse hurts worse than physical abuse because words are just going in and out of your head. Bruises heal, but words, you just hear them and you hear them and you hear them. And the sad part is we believe them. But no, they're not true. And no, I say how hard this journey is because it is. It is extremely hard. And I just want to say to you, just never give up. Keep plugging. Sometimes some of us last just to lunch but you have to sit there and put the work in. Yeah, you're going to be hungry. Yep, you're going to climb the walls for a while. Especially when it's the sugar addiction. Let me tell you something. There is something to be said for sugar addiction. I mean, you gotta be kidding me. Yes, you crave it like nobody's business. But when you detox, it's like a stinking drug. When you detox from it, wow, the cravings aren't quite as bad. They're not. They're there because they're always going to be there, but they're not nagging at the pit of your stomach like they do now. Like, it's all you eat, sleep, and drink is these cookies and these donuts and these cakes. Like, so, I mean, I dream of food, but not as much anymore. But I just want to say, we're here for support. We're here. That's why we have Tea with D. If anybody said, D, why do you do this every day? Because my people need me. You need somebody that's in your corner that's going to sit there and tell you you're worth it. You're worth it. You're a valued human being. You're beautiful. And you deserve to fight for your journey. And yeah, it's hard. And yeah, you're going to have ups and downs. And sometimes you're going to eat. Sometimes you'll have those binge weekends that we'd like to not have. But they happen. And to sit there and say they're not going to happen is not realistic. Yeah. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with having a binge weekend every 6 months. It's normal. We strive to be normal. We go from being overweight. You have to have some compromises. And yeah, sometimes it's a binge weekend. It's a bender. And you know what? You'll survive. Yeah, you'll gain weight. And when people say they've never gained, and then they have this gain and they don't know what to do, let me tell you something. There are many, 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 many weeks I've had gains on my journey. And you know what? It's up, it's down. It's life. And I wouldn't change my journey for anything. I wouldn't sit there and say, I did what I needed to do the way I needed to do it. And yeah, there were several weeks in a row I had gains. But you know what? That's how life is. We don't always lose. We don't. You know, some people, I don't know if they understand that even when you're perfectly on plan, you have weeks that you gain. Does that mean your week was bad? No. Just because that scale says you're up doesn't mean you had a bad week. But that's what we gauge everything by, that number. That number holds so much power over us, it's scary. I took away the scale's power. I just did. It doesn't matter what that number says. It doesn't matter because I know I'm doing the best that I can. That's all I could expect for myself. I'm not losing myself in this life. I'm not. I am not obsessing about my journey anymore. I am D-O-N-E. Put a fork in me. I'm done. I'm done. There's so much more in life than what I'm eating. There's so much more going on in life than what you're putting in your mouth. You need to stop, enjoy, and let it go. You know? Because if you become obsessed, then you know what? You've not learned anything. And you've given up one vice for another. Heck, I don't need another vice. I don't. I got enough. So you know what? I put that vice to bed before it got out of hand. I am not obsessing about my weight. It is what it is. I'm happy. If Weight Watchers isn't, screw them. That's how I feel. They take away my e-tools, screw them. I don't care. I'll go to iTrack Bites. I really don't care. Because it's all about how I feel. You know? I feel fabulous. If that number isn't happy enough for them, screw them. I'm done. I'm done giving them the power over me. I'm taking it back. It's my life. It's my body. And I like it that way. And that's how it is. That's how it should be. You shouldn't be obsessing over a number. Because guess what? There's more in life to obsess about than that. There's so much more going on, as we see, than that. And it's just food. You know, unless you're going on benders regularly, which I'm not, I don't need to worry about it. You do the best you can with what you got. So that is it. And I hope I've touched somebody. And I hope, like I said, that is what Tea with D is about. If you feel you are at a point where you feel like you're drowning, come to Tea with D. Meet the gang. You will feel so much better while you're there, talking to them, feeling supported, and the love that they have. It's like, it's funny because it's like, I hate to use the word, I hate to bring religion into it, but you know, I'm not usually like that. But it's like God brings people together for a reason. Other than Vicky, we have fabulous people that show up and they love one another and they support one another and they care about one another. It's amazing. And we've never met each other. We just chat. We've never physically met. And that says so much, because we need the physical contact most times, but we have, especially with COVID, nobody has any kind of physical contact. But we've been able to form these bonds and this family that's just, I'm all inspired by it. I sit there and I come and I'm just mesmerized, because sometimes I just sit in silence and I let them chat amongst each other. And you're like, wow, listen to them. It's everything I've dreamed of and more. I can't express my gratitude for all you guys. And what you bring to the table is so important, valued, and worthy. And I just encourage people to come and experience it. You don't have to stay the whole hour. You can come for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just check in and share and just experience it. It's I just sit there and some nights, and people say, how do you do? I can't wait to go there some nights because it's so good. And then we did a Zoom, and it was fabulous because most of those people came and it was the same thing. And everybody was so good. They were quiet and they listened and they asked really good questions. It was just, how does it get better than Tea with D? Well, the Zoom. It was just phenomenal. It was a phenomenal 40 minutes that I really enjoyed. So that is it. I am at work today. If you haven't already subscribed, I really want you to be a subscriber and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but you have to have an email address. And if you hit that notification bell, it'll let you know when I upload and when I go live. So if you want to be part of the Dish with D community, I highly suggest you hit that bell. And there's a Facebook group. It's Dish with D 24/7. I highly recommend you join that too. Cost you nothing. What do you have to lose? A few pounds. We will dish another day. Bye, folks.